Chapter 1. You are listening at FameTV.info. Translator. Endless Fantasy Translation Editor. Endless Fantasy Translation. There are 4 races in the game. Human, dwarves, elves, orcs, human. Compared to other races, the humans have shorter lifespans and weaker physiques. However, out of all the races, the humans are the most adaptive and ambitious. The human race is youthful, energetic, and also vary greatly in personality, of which there are too many to enumerate. Throughout history, humans have acquired many advantages from socializing with their own people and the other races. They have absorbed knowledge from the other races to further strengthen themselves, and have formed a strong alliance with the dwarves, elves and orcs. Racial talent, diplomat. Humans are capable of socializing better with other races and earn trust faster. Human spirit. Humans are known for their indomitable spirit and perseverance. Acquires a small boost to spirit. Dwarf. The dwarves are an ancient race. They are stubborn but highly skilled in combat and forging techniques. Almost all dwarves are capable of being a master blacksmith and a highly courageous warrior at the same time. They are courageous, hardworking, passionate, honest and able to endure extensive labor. The dwarves love alcohol and are usually drunk when not working or fighting. To the dwarves, alcohol is the water of life. They can live without food, but not without alcohol. Racial talent, power of the hill. A dwarf that is focused on combat will acquire an increase in critical rate, king of the mountains. Dwarves have natural resistance against poison, elf. As children of nature, the elves possess beautiful and handsome appearances and longevity. They usually live in the forests and embrace nature. The elves are a knowledgeable race. They love to study and have great talents in magic. However, due to their longevity, they usually spend a large amount of time on something the humans would find confusing. Racial talent, agile. Elves move faster and have nimbler actions, natural resistance. Elves have natural resistance against magic. Orc. The orcs have huge physiques and possess explosive power. The scars they acquire from battle are treated as a sign of honor. They are born warriors, but they also love simpler things, like dancing around a bonfire, drinking, chatting, singing, boasting, wrestling, drumming and battle dancing. Racial talent. Tenacious. Due to their natural strength, orcs can recover from stun condition faster than other races. Strong physique. Orcs have strong physiques. Acquire a small boost in HP, 9 classes. Warrior, Paladin, Hunter, Mage, Rogue, Warlock, Priest, Shaman, Druid, Warrior. Warriors were the most common class in the land. They possess strong bodies and agile reactions. They usually take the role of a tank or a DPS in the party. Warriors can further class change into Protection Warrior, Fury Warrior or Arms Warrior. Protection warriors utilize their armor, shield and battle techniques to protect themselves and make sure that the enemies are focusing on themselves rather than weaker party members. Fury warriors can sacrifice their own HP in exchange for stronger power. They usually obliterate their enemies with heavy weapons. Arms warriors are focused on techniques and can attack enemies with dual dot wielding. Class proclamation. Heaven on the left, warriors to the right, Paladin. Paladins are protectors of the light. They are the main support in the party while, at the same time, possessing considerable melee combat abilities along with powerful healing abilities. They can use holy halos to support their party members and use blessing spells to increase their powers. They can even revive fallen party members. They can further class change into Protection Paladin, Retribution Paladin and Holy Paladin. Protection Paladins focus on defense and protection. Retribution Paladins possess considerable DPS abilities. Holy Paladins have outstanding healing capabilities. Class proclamation. Humility, honesty, compassion, courage, justice, sacrifice, honor, spirit. As long as the holy light shines, faith prevails. Hunter. Hunters engage their enemies from afar and can order their pet to aid them in battle. Possessing high mobility, they can fire arrows at their enemies during high-speed movement. They are skilled in controlling enemies using traps and gaining the upper hand on the battlefield. Hunters can further class change into Marksmanship Hunter, Beast Mastery Hunter and Survival Hunter. Marksmanship hunters focus on their own techniques in order to increase their shooting range and precision. Beast Mastery hunters are skilled in taming beasts and ordering them into the battlefield to provide aid in battle. Survival hunters have agile movements and reactions. Along with mastering the art of long-range combat, they also possess considerable melee combat abilities. Class Proclamation. Let the hunt begin, Mage. Mages are destroyers that possess the power of the elements. They can easily obliterate their enemies using mystical spells. Even though they possess highly offensive spells, they are weak in terms of physical condition. They have weaker physiques and lighter armor, which renders them almost useless in melee combat. A highly skilled mage can utilize his spells to adapt to the situation and control his enemies within a certain range or location. Mages can further class change into Arcane Mage or Elemental Mage. Elemental mages are masters of different elemental damage and possess explosive offensive power. Arcane mages have amazing DPS abilities and terrifying crowd control abilities. Class Proclamation. May the truth be with me, Rogue. Rogues usually strike from the dark, using preemptive attacks to deliver a deadly blow from close range. In a prolonged battle, rogues use meticulously crafted combos to chip down their enemy's HP in order to deliver the final blow. Rogues can further class change into Subtlety Rogue, Outlaw Rogue and Assassination Rogue. Subtlety rogues possess outstanding agility and nimbleness. They are also good at tracking, evading and escaping. Outlaw rogues possess terrifying DPS abilities but have weak survivability. Assassination rogues hide in the dark and ambush his enemies, while also being a master of poison. They are difficult opponents. Class Proclamation. Here is where my dagger lies. Unless the owner lowers his head, it will never break. Priest. Priests are angels of the battlefield, healing the weak and reviving the dead. They can use powerful healing magic to replenish their party members' HP while casting powerful offensive spells from a distance. However, their weaker physique and armor gives them a disadvantage during melee combat. Priests can further class change into Discipline Priest, Holy Priest and Shadow Priest. Discipline priests summon inconceivable shields and use holy power to mitigate damage and strengthen their party members' defenses. Holy priests have mastered the art of healing, a must in every party. Shadow priests can conjure shadow magic to inflict huge amounts of instant damage while diminishing their opponent's spirit, causing damage over time. Class Proclamation. I will sacrifice my life and soul to protect my home. Even though I wield the power of shadow, my heart is bathed in the holy light. Warlock. Warlocks use curses and dark magic to weaken their enemies before burning them to ashes. Demonic pets protect and further strengthen the warlock while they attack from afar. As a spellcaster, warlocks cannot equip heavy armor but are smart enough to summon servants to endure their enemies' attacks so that they can escape safely. Warlocks can further class change into Demonology Warlock, Destruction Warlock and Affliction Warlock. Demonology warlocks summon and control demons to do their bidding. The fangs of hell protect their master with their lives. Destruction warlocks inflict huge amounts of fire and dark damage instantly. Affliction warlocks cause continuous damage and torture their opponents while mastering all kinds of curses. Class Proclamation. Even if the light abandons us, I will burn filth and evil with my body. Druid. Druids have mastered the art of shape-shifting, an all-rounded combatant. The most important aspect to a druid is being able to the situation because every form they take should fulfill a certain objective. Druids can further class change into Guardian Druid, Feral Druid, Balanced Druid and Restoration Druid. Guardian Druids have mastered the form of a grizzly bear, and have a powerful body and thick fur. Feral Druids have mastered the form of a jaguar, able to fight enemies up close with its sharp fangs and claws while possessing considerable movement speed and stealth ability. balanced druids have mastered the form of aviance, and are capable of summoning the power of the astral plane to inflict nature damage to their enemies. Restoration druids have mastered the art of healing, and can swiftly recover and regenerate their allies' HP. Class proclamation. Claws, fangs, the moon, and a peaceful heart. Shaman. Shamans are guides of the soul. They serve not the gods but the elements of chaos and disorder. Shamans can conjure and summon the chaotic elements to bring peace. Acting as peacemakers between earth, fire, water, and air, the shaman summons totems and guides the elements to support his party members or punish those who threaten him or his allies. Shamans cab further class change into elemental shamans, enhancement shaman and restoration shaman. Elemental shamans control the power of elements, utilizing the power of lightning, earthquakes, and magma to inflict damage to their enemies from afar. Enhancement shamans use the power of the elements to enhance their weapons, giving the weapon an elemental buff of fire, wind, or ice. Restoration shamans summon the power of spirit to heal injured party members. Class proclamation. Heaven and earth will protect me. Listen to the full novel at FameTV.info, direct link in the description.